So now that you've kind of been in the role a little bit, one of the hot topics is artificial intelligence and how we've already started seeing in the wild that there has been artificial intelligence used in various aspects of trying to breach organizations.
Mhm.
Like, as you've kind of started working on this, looking into this, what do you see happening? What are some of the big, gotchas and challenges? How is this going to change the threat landscape for organizations?
Uh-huh. So I do think there's some level of doomerism around AI, but I don't think that it's uncalled for. Um, we just need to be looking at the immediate threats that we're going to see in the cyber industry, and so much of it is around data and using that data to bolster attack vectors. So um, we've said this for over a decade that the biggest threat to an organization is their people, right? There's not a lot of traditional hacking past the firewall groups that will lead to a major compromise. Usually an initial attack vector into a network is like a phishing email or pretext calling, right? And AI and the power of data just increases that capability tenfold, right? So I think people are going to have personalized neural nets. Look at things like ChatGPT, but imagine if those transformers were trained off of a specific person's data. What could you then do? And we're already seeing this technology for consumers, right? Apple just announced a couple days ago that they're going to start doing like FaceTime calls where they're using an AI generated version of you to, be your face on FaceTime while you have their new VR goggles on. Right now, you can tell that that's kind of fake. It's uncanny valley, but we're probably only a couple years away from that looking totally real. So what happens when a social engineer has a fake, like essentially a deep fake of you, and they're using it to compromise your employees or your friends or your families? How do we protect ourselves against that? Well, it's all about getting back to the basics, security awareness training, multi-factor authentication, really good password hygiene, those kinds of things, and being ready for some really crazy changes for sure.